Hey guys, what is going on? They're here. The NBA Finals are here. Tonight is game 1, Milwaukee Bucks versus the Phoenix Suns. And I am so excited, guys. I kid you not. Last night I was sleeping and I woke up in the middle of the night, as you do sometimes, and I was like, oh my gosh, the finals are tomorrow. Like, that literally happened in my sleep, or as I woke up from my sleep for a second. But then, I fell back asleep. But big news before the game, Giannis is back. I'm so happy for Giannis. I hope he feels well. I hope he feels 100%. Really, I honestly do hope he feels 100%. But I'm so happy Giannis is back. I feel like everyone's just got to be so happy Giannis is back. And I'm just so excited now. Now that just made me even more excited. Hearing that Giannis was going to play tonight made me even more excited. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give a prediction for this game. With that being said, I'm going to say the Suns are going to win this game. Game 1, I did a whole finals prediction video if you guys want to see that. That's my last video. But I think game 1, the Suns are going to win. So yeah, I won't spoil my prediction for tomorrow night. Oh, sorry, not tomorrow night, for game 2. But I already have that kind of in my head. So I'll catch you guys at the end of the first quarter. End of the first quarter, the Suns are up 30-26, and this has been a great game so far. I mean, it's been really back and forth, and it's just a good game. You can tell it's the finals, and Giannis is playing fantastic. I mean, you can't even tell he missed time. You can't even tell he just hyperextended his knee. This guy looks so confident and so strong. That's the thing. The Bucks, they just need to get into the paint. Get Giannis the ball in the paint, and he's getting to the basket. But the thing is, throughout these playoffs, the Bucks haven't consistently been doing that. Sometimes they do that, but then just now, they were kind of doing that, and then Brook Lopez shoots an insanely deep 3. It's like, why are you doing that? No offense, Brook Lopez, but Brook Lopez, you saw what you did a few games ago versus the Hawks in the paint. You were unstoppable in the paint, Brook Lopez. So I know, could there be too many players in the paint with Giannis and Brook Lopez in the paint? But all I gotta say is, Bucks, get the ball to Giannis in the paint, because he looks fantastic so far this game. Devin Booker looks fantastic for the Suns. He's gotten to the to the foul line a lot. He's gotten a lot of free throws, but he looks locked in. He doesn't have the mask on anymore, but he looks like he's moving around really well too. I know your nose is obviously different than your knee, but he looks locked in. He looks different than he looked in the Western Conference Finals, in some of the games in the Western Conference Finals, in my opinion. Also, it's just terrible that Saric had to go to the locker room. He was limping to the locker room. That's terrible. I feel so bad for him. Game 1 of the finals, your first few minutes in the game in the first quarter, that's terrible. I feel so bad for him. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you at the end of the second quarter, otherwise known as halftime. Halftime, the Suns are up 57-49, and this Suns offense is starting to heat up. This Suns offense, it moves quick, and it has been moving quickly, in this second quarter. They've been moving the ball around a lot and just making things happen on offense. You can't leave Cam Johnson open in the corner by the 3-point line. You just can't. I've seen him do it throughout the playoffs. Too many teams just leave him open, and he just seems to hit all those shots from the corner, right behind the arc there. He hit 2, I believe, so far from the corner. 2 threes from the corner. One of them was more contested, but Cam Johnson, I feel like he's such an underrated player. Giannis is 1 rebound away from a double-double. I mean, I'm just so happy watching Giannis, obviously. That block was crazy. It just makes you feel so good, because I was honestly surprised when I got the notification that he was playing tonight. I'm just so happy that he's back out there. And yeah, I'm just so happy Giannis is back out there. Is Chris Middleton going to have another crazy second half? I guess we'll find out. Last game versus the Hawks, he had a crazy second half after, not starting the game great, but I don't know. I'm just thinking now, I'm like, so are we going to see another crazy Chris Middleton second half? Because that seems what That's what seems to always happen. You know what I mean with Chris Middleton? He'll be kind of cold, and then it's just like, Chris Middleton is on fire. Like, the dude won't miss. That's just how it seems to go with Chris Middleton. He either looks very cold, or he just simply cannot miss. So we'll see what happens in the second half with Chris Middleton. But yeah, this Suns offense is really starting to get going. It's the end of the third quarter, and oh my gosh, I'm so happy for Chris Paul. He has 27 points, I think. And of course, Chris Paul would take over in his first finals game. We saw him do it in Game 6. And I'm just so happy. I don't know what the Bucks are doing on defense. Honestly, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they're doing that. The Suns win this one 118-105. And you guys might want to go back and watch my NBA Finals predictions video. Because in that video, I talked about how the Bucks really dominated the boards, especially the offensive boards, versus the Hawks in the Eastern Conference Finals. They got second tries and third tries on one possession, you know what I mean? They would miss, get a rebound, miss, get a rebound, you know. They were great rebounding the ball, right? But I said, in that video, DeAndre Ayton could have a huge impact on this series, because if Ayton dominates the boards the way he did earlier in these playoffs, or really throughout these playoffs, even in the Western Conference Finals, it's going to be more difficult for the Suns. More difficult for the Bucks. And even the Bucks offense. Like, the Bucks offense was almost kind of reliant on getting those second and third opportunities. Because when they got into the paint, even if they missed, they were right there for a putback, right? Brook Lopez, he kind of missed a few putbacks tonight. But DeAndre Ayton, that's what I'm trying to get to here. DeAndre Ayton had 19 total rebounds tonight. 19 total rebounds. And he had 22 points. DeAndre Ayton just totally dominated the boards. Ayton dominated the boards tonight, and that had a huge impact on the Bucks. It really did. Ayton just not giving the Bucks a second opportunity on offense just really changed this game. And I think Ayton can really impact this series the whole way through. I don't think it was just something that, you know, could happen tonight. I think Ayton's impact on this series is going to be just huge, to be totally honest with you. I mean, he had a great game. Chris Paul had 32 points, 9 assists. D-Book, he had 27 points, 6 assists, 3 steals. You know, Chris Paul and Devin Booker, they had their games where they weren't playing great, like in the Western Conference Finals and stuff. But tonight, both those guys were locked in, right? Both those guys were playing so well, and Ayton was playing so well, and that's what happens. When your 3 stars are playing so well, you're gonna win. I don't know how the Bucks will beat the Suns if Paul, Booker, and Ayton are all locked in and playing their best, and that's what happened tonight. The good news, though, for the Bucks is, you know, all 3 guys played really well tonight. All 3 stars played really well tonight. But will that happen again Thursday night? You don't know, right? It's kind of what happened with the Hawks in Game 1 versus the Bucks. Trae Young had a crazy game, right? And the Hawks won. But then the Bucks won the next game because Trae Young didn't have a crazy game, right? So I'm just trying to talk to you Bucks fans right now and be like, hey, you lost Game 1 on the road. It's okay. Don't worry about it. But I'm also trying to talk to you Suns fans and be like, hey, this was an awesome performance by guys who hadn't had great games all the way through this playoff. I mean, I don't want to like say that they played bad, they didn't, but at times Chris Paul and Devin Booker both struggled shooting the ball. Like, they did, and there was good reasons for that. Obviously, Paul missed like 10 days or whatever, however many days he missed. Booker was playing with the mask. His nose was broken, I'm assuming. So I don't know if it still is, to be honest. Like, I don't know what the status of his nose is. He's not wearing the mask, but I think this series is far from over. I still think this series can go 7 games. But you just gotta give the Suns so much credit for tonight's win. You really do. They played great. The Suns played great. Just gotta say that. 118 points. Their offense was really clicking. when that offense gets going and they move the ball around quick, so much fun to watch. When they get the ball down the court really quick, fantastic offensive performance for the Suns. So that is it for this video, guys. If you haven't already, feel free to drop a thumbs up down below. It really helps the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, also feel free to do that. If you want to see more videos, if you never want to see any videos from me again, maybe don't subscribe. And comment down below, guys. I love to hear your takes about the game, so let me know what you thought of this game, and I'll be back Thursday night for a reaction to Game 2. So that's it, guys. Peace out.